Hey guys, welcome back to Geometry Dash Hexagon Force. Quickly before I start, I've done some stuff. Don't know why it's on that, but yeah. There you go. It was on him for some reason. I didn't want it to be on him. I wanted it to be on his. But yeah, I've done some stuff. I've got the color black now, because after the last recording, I was bored while waiting for uploads to happen. So I was like, well, let's do a thing, because I'm bored. So I went and got 10 user coins, and now I have 30 coins. Don't worry, I didn't get any on levels. I haven't played any official levels outside of that. And I did all the secret stuff you can do in the vaults and secret places and whatnot that I can do for now. So now I have this and a load more of these dudes. Like these, there's a Mario, there's Lenny Face, there's a Shy Guy, there's a thing, there's stuff, and there's more things and stuff, and a dude from Adventure Time. Isn't it Finn? I can't remember. I've never watched Adventure Time in my life. But yeah, I got some stuff, and yeah, didn't change this because meh. This is still the same because didn't get anything new, I don't think. I don't think I got anything. Got 2 of those, but I still like that. I changed this because that looks cooler than that, and this, that, I still don't like that, still don't like that. So, I got that. We got this because it's Robotop, whatever you want to call it. Because the people that make this game only called Robotop, and then that looks a bit like Robocop, and it looks better than that in my opinion. But not by much. They both don't. I kind of like this more, but I don't know. This looks cool with the colors. Didn't get anything for that. Oh, I did get that, I think. And possibly that, I don't know. But either way, that's what's going on. I've got some new stuff and new colors, and I'm ready to test it out. And if you don't know where that stuff is, you go down here, and there's, nope, that's the wrong place. I'm not good at this game. There's this dude, and you can type stuff. And then there's the challenge, which is his special level. And then when you do that, you can go somewhere else and go in here, I believe, after you finish this level. But I don't have 200 diamonds yet, so I can't do that. And the other thing is up here with the vault, and you type stuff in, and then stuff happens, and then yay! So, after that really weird, awkward introduction thing, I guess, let's get into the level. Haven't played a level with, ooh, why is the outside of me blue? It's meant to be green. But yeah, I haven't played a level with my new color scheme yet. Like, that was awful. But yeah, you know, like, I got rid of my old washing machine, and that, it feels bad, it feels wrong. So we have to have a new color scheme as well. We can't have a new vehicle and not have a new color scheme. That color scheme belongs to the other thing, in my opinion. It just belongs, so we had to change. Alright? Plus, I think it looks cool, but still. We had to have a change. Now, I haven't recorded this in a few days, so gonna be rusty. I didn't jump on the thing in midair. I didn't even see it. My brain, because it was so used to the last video, because I remember some stuff from the last video. Like the last video, I kept looking at the guy on the top and be like, what's going wrong? So that time, I was really focused on the top one. Like, okay, you're the problem here. We need to do some stuff about you. And then I made it go all wrong, which is my fault, but at the same time, it's kind of funny in my opinion, because it's a stupid reason and way to die, which is my forte in this game. It's just the thing I do best. Didn't jump at the top one, my bad. My bad. I did try and jump, it's just I did it a bit later than I would have liked. And by that I mean, I did jump, but I did it after the deathness had happened. Okay, could you not jump too early there, please? Okay, 1 second. That's better. Sorry, I must sound a bit weird, but I had to move my leg. It's in an awkward position. It's like making it so my whole body had to sort of rotate to make do. Like my leg was sort of being squished into a position that was not necessarily comfortable, and it was that was stupid. It was making my rest of my body have to like rotate to the right to compensate. So it was making it so my arm wasn't on the arm of the chair properly, and it was like slipping off constantly, so moving just made that easier. I apologize if it made you think I was doing something naughty, because I was just going, oh, my leg, but no, I wasn't doing that, you dirty people. That was awful. But yeah, forgive me. Forgive me. I should start saying that when I play Fortnite. Just forgive me for being bad, because I'm not good at Fortnite. I need to be better. Because, like Andy said recently, I should do a series on it, and you know, I consider it, but the awkward part is, like, I would consider daily Fortnite videos and daily, what's this game again? It's the thing with the stuff. Geometry Dash, that's the one. I consider doing both of them daily, but because Fortnite is awkward and wants me to install it every time I want to play it, that might be a little bit of a pain. Might be a little bit of a pain, that. But I might try it. Ouch. I might try it. I don't know why the top one died and the bottom one didn't. Please. Yeah, it seemed mildly desynced, but I don't know. It's probably just me. Okay, it's definitely just me, because I freaking suck. Please. Stop with the suckage. You're not Henry the Hoover. Stop it. Henry the Hoover is allowed to suck, because he is a Hoover, and Hoovers suck things. Leaf blowers blow things. They're like the opposite of Hoovers. Kind of. What would you say is the opposite of a Hoover? I would just go with, like I said, leaf blower. Because, you know, they blow, Hoovers suck. Not in the way of, Hoovers. They're awful, just they actually suck things. Ooh, I was clicking and trying to go up, and it didn't go up as much as I expected. I think it's because my brain was like, tiny physics, this is how this works. Even though they have the exact same physics, my brain just thinks it's weird. My brain sees a thing and is like, ooh, that's gonna react differently. So then my brain tells itself it's reacting differently, when it's really not. I'm pretty sure it's have the same physics. And that's why when I don't play for a couple of days, I used to say, it feels much heavier, the tiny controls. It's just because I feel much more, like, it's more fresh. It's like, haven't done this for a while, so I can't really, like, it's not like I don't remember how it controls. It's just, I don't remember how weighty some of the controls can be with some vehicles. So when I get to that, it's like, ooh, this feels very heavy, and not as light and nippy as it used to. So then when I use the big one as well, it's like, oh, it feels exactly the same. So when I'm playing it constantly, it's like, something's off. You know, you probably don't understand, but that's how it feels. And hopefully we can get progress in this video, because remember what happened last time, and the time before that, when we tried to make progress, and then it was like, oh hell nah, you're gonna get to the same bit you made it to last time and just die. Why? Because we don't want you to jump. We don't want you to. Hey, you made it there first time, and many times after that in practice mode. Well, we'll pretend that never happened, shall we? I'd rather you not. I'd really rather not, and I'm not doing too good today, but I'm not saying that in the way of, oh, I don't feel good. I did wake up to a nosebleed, which wasn't really my favourite thing, but fine. Fine life if you want to be that way. Yeah, I did wake up to that. It's fine, I'm not dying, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, blood is gonna pour out of you and one of your orifici, right now, today, here, there, everywhere, I don't know. Balls. But yeah, it was just a nosebleed. It wasn't painful, wasn't necessarily, well, I was gonna say it wasn't really unpleasant. How would you explain a nosebleed? I would explain it as just something mildly irritating. It's like, it doesn't hurt, depending on like how you got the nosebleed. I assume some nosebleeds can hurt. Like if you get like nutted in the face, that would probably hurt, and would probably cause a nosebleed if said nutting was on the face. But yeah, I would just call them an annoyance. It's like having a cold. As long as the cold isn't causing you like to feel like you're dying, it's just a bit of an irritant. It's just like, could you not be here, Coles? I don't want you, really. Could you just not? It's the same with the nosebleed. The nosebleed's just like, oh, can you not? I don't want you to be doing this thing. But, oh well. It's not negative. Well, I was about to say it's not negative to my health, but I assume it is in some way because blood is pouring out of me. But not pouring. It's not quite like that. It's not Niagara Falls. It was more, I don't know, something. I can't think of an analogy. Just make one up yourself and then pretend I said it so I can feel good about myself. And unless it's a bad one, then don't pretend it's me. Pretend that, well, don't pretend. Just say it was you because it was you, and don't feel bad about yourself for it. I don't know how I died. Like, oh god, ringing in my ears. Ow. Jesus. I don't know what that was, and I'm bajillion% sure it's not going to come up in the recording. It's just one of those things that happens occasionally in real life. When it's just like, you know when you can just walk along in a city and then suddenly you'll hear like a really high-pitched ringing noise? Yeah, that sort of just happened right then, except it was ridiculously loud. It's stopped now, thankfully, but Jesus. That was not nice on my little ear holes. Poor ear holes. I'm not jumping with the top one, but I need to jump with the top one, and I'm looking at the top one, but I'm still not jumping with the top one because I'm an idiot. Ugh. But yeah, stuff about ears. Isn't it like the older you get, the less likely you are to hear high-pitched noises because your ears deteriorate over time? So, like, I remember watching a program in my youth where it played some high-pitched noises. And they had like a not5-year-old, probably like a 10-year-old and probably a 70-year-old or something. And they played them. It might not even been someone that old. It might have just been, since elderlies, they can just lose their hearing just outright or just have ridiculously bad hearing. It might have been an adult. I can't remember. This was a long time ago for me. But I got these people, they played like 5 different pitches of noise, going from kind of like high pitched, so not everyone can hear it, but the majority of people can. That progressively got to the point where the older person couldn't hear it, the child still could. Now, the child could be a liar, because children are notorious liars. But still, I found that interesting. There we go. Just mash the button. Yes! Yeah, I felt like I was going to die if I clicked anymore, but I just realised I was going slowly. I just realised that slowed me down as I went through the thing, so it wouldn't have killed me if I bounced again. Oh, balls. But, progression! And I was focused, so I actually, like, realised what I was doing with the spaceship. So, hell yeah! Feels pretty good. And the best part is, I feel like I can do that, not every time, but kind of frequently. Nothing really fell out of my control. It felt natural, which is good. See, look at me, Mom. Was this twice in a row, may I ask? Was that twice in a row? No. I'm sorry, but no, I can't handle it. I don't like it. Me no like it. You can't do this to me. You can't. My brain wasn't prepared. Oh, God. Okay, on that section, the first thing you have to watch out for is on the bottom. Wait, no, was it on the top? I can't remember. My brain was not prepared. I know on the bottom there's a bit that you flip off of and then you land on something else. I know that's what it is. You just flip off of a thing, land on it. You don't jump at all, which is good. Look at me go. Oh, really? You can jump over that? Boo, that's not okay. Come on, ref. Come on, ref. You gotta, like, get him for that. That's bullshizzery. Misa no sa okay sa with that sa. I felt like Jar Jar Binks then. God, I haven't watched Star Wars in a while. That's like the only Jar Wars, yes. Talking about Jar Jar Binks, now it's Jar Wars, yes. Return of the Jari. I am so funny. But yeah, that was very close. But yeah, it's a film I haven't watched for a while. And that's the only, repeat, only Star Wars film I've seen. The one with the thing. You don't click. You just don't. I've told you this. You don't do it. And what you go and do? You go and do it. You're an idiot. I see what I've got to do on the top though. There's a bit. While the one at the bottom of the screen's in the air. That was awful. While the one at the bottom is in the air. You gotta do a quick downy-uppy motion. I said uppy motion and then I jumped. It's so funny. It's not a funny thing, it's just a stupid thing. But we're getting much better at the level. Like, it was going sort of, then it was going, hey! And feels pretty good. Like, it went from no progress to getting more progress on the very next try to getting to the exact same place a couple of attempts after. That's, like, ridiculous. Oh, that bit feels consistent. Me digging it. Me digging it. Screw clicking on them individually. But I remembered not to click on the ones with X's, because X's are bad. Especially the ones in real life. Am I right? Ooh, I didn't see the one at the bottom. Alright, game, I got you. 63%. So you gotta do the stuff with the one at the top, which I did. Then the one at the bottom needs a little bit of TLC. And I will give. Giggity. But, yes, this is going well. I'm talking about the game more, and it's making me play better. Screw talking about films for over an hour. Let's just talk about the game. Makes me into a god. Like, look at this. Look at me go. I'm so sexy right now. Oh, it feels pretty sexy too. Oh, gotta love the sexiness. I clicked just a tiny bit early. That's not that bad though. That's a fine death. It's a bit embarrassing because it was a good attempt and it should have been able to get further than that. But oh well. I accept that because we're getting there way more frequently than I used to, and that made me feel more fine about the deaths. Trouble with the last level, the end of it, I didn't get to very consistently because there was that one ridiculously hard bit. This level isn't as bad, so feeling much more confident with it. As you can see, like, dude, this level feels awesome now. That was awful. I didn't manage to click. Oh, my hand is sweaty. I don't like it. I don't even think it's the game. I think it's just because I was sitting on a computer for a while for recording. Much longer than normal. Because, you know, you can't just be in a chat with someone and then just say, okay, bye. Gotta go play a game and can no longer talk to you. That's just mean. So I gave them my time while watching YouTubes. Like, that's not me saying I was, like, just blurring them out with YouTube. That's me saying I was watching YouTube while they messaged me and I messaged them back and then we're good friends. It's a good time. It's a good time. But yeah. Oh, I mashed the click. 1 second. I need to dry my hand. Like, this is gross. Jesus. Also. Yeah, I had a feeling that happened. Before recording, I realised, balls. I drank all the drink again. So I had to go downstairs and get more juice because, you know, I was thirsty. What else are you gonna do when you're thirsty, you crazies? So I went downstairs, got a drink, and the cat was there. And when I opened the door to go in there, because we have to keep our doors shut, we can't just leave all the doors open in the house, because otherwise the cats can be massive buttholes. And then we'd be letting the dogs into all the other rooms, and then they'd be climbing upstairs. Since our dogs, they do that sometimes. They do that sometimes. So we gotta keep the doors shut. Or my mum will wake up with 6 dogs on her and a million cats. Even though we only own 3 dogs and 5 cats. But still. And last night was like, what? Where was I going with that story? I don't know. But yeah, I opened the door. The cat's face was there, because when that cat that likes to come in to the hall at night, but she is one of 2 of our cats that has worked out how doors work. So if you let her through, even during the day, like, they will want to go through there during the day, I'm telling you. These cats are annoying. There's her, and then there's her younger sister. I did it again. Yeah, there's her and then her younger sister, and they will both open the door. None of the other cats understand how to open doors. Or they just sit near the door and just meow at you like, let me through, please. But they understand how to open doors. And what they'll do is like, they can't open the door both ways, because one way they have to pull it towards themselves. Like, pull the hand down, then move it towards you. It's very difficult to open a door like that when you're a cat leaping at a door handle. It's much easier to just throw your weight at it while you're pulling it down to open it. So, they can do it from one side, but that's from the hall side, so it's okay when they're in the living room. But if, like, they're cheeky, they'll sit outside there, and then if someone comes through to the living room, they'll just sneak by your ankles and just go straight past. So either you have to go get them, or in literally probably between the times of 30 seconds and a couple of minutes, they'll just come to the door and open it themselves. They're so annoying. They'll just go through, and then, like, you'd expect them to go in there for at least half an hour. And then be like, ooh, I need a drink, I need food, I need pee, poop, whatever. But no, they'll just go through, and no time at all, they'll come back and just open the door. And we're like, because then you have to get up, and then you gotta go shut the door yourself, because cats don't understand how to shut doors. And we've gone over it before, saying how we have to shut the doors, all the animals will be in there. And it can be a pain. So yeah, that's the thing. Cats can be annoying as all hell. But yeah, tell me if your cats do that, because these ones can be real annoying. They're, like, even worse in the kitchen, because they've worked out how to open the cupboards. These cats are smart. Like, sometimes, since our bin in the kitchen is, like, under the sink, just in that cupboard. So, sometimes you'll just go through to the kitchen and you'll just hear rustling, and the door for the bin just under there will be slightly ajar, and you'll just open it, and there'll just be a cat sitting on top of the bin like, oh hi, I'm going through your rubbish now to see if you've left any nice food in here for me. And we're like, get your butt out of there. It's even more annoying. What am I doing? It's even more annoying because more of them know how to do that. I think I've seen 4 different cats in there out of the 5. There's Smudge, Tux has been there as well. Clara has definitely been there, and Charlie's been there a couple of times. Actually, no, maybe they've all been there, because Kai's been there too. If I remember correctly. So maybe they've all worked out how to do that. But the other cupboard, like, what they do is they just, like, get their nose underneath the cupboard. Like, they just go to the bottom of the cupboard door and just scrap at it until it, like, flicks open slightly, and then they push their paw in. And then they just go on a little adventure in the cupboard. The worst part is when they go in the food cupboards, because we have now resorted, since they've started doing this, to putting tea towels and just wrapping it around the handles of the doors, just so the cats can't really get in there anymore. because it's very, very difficult for them to do that, because then, like, it's basically locked shut, but not very locked, but we still tie it up. Like, humans can do it, cats really can't. But sometimes they'll still manage to. And it's like, you're the worst animals ever. But I love them because, you know, they're fluffy and fluffy is cute. But still, I'm pretty sure that, like, learning to do this stuff from one of our dogs. Because one of our dogs is just the most annoying thing. Aw, I didn't even click, though. I feel like if I mash the click there, sometimes it just randomly jumps there. It happens a load of times in practice mode when I stop clicking. But oh well. But yeah, one of our dogs is just the most annoying. She has learned how to get into the fridge and steal things, which, you know, that's pretty annoying. She's learned how to get into the bin, which is, like, why we originally had to tie that up. That was the first cupboard we had to tie up, and then the cats learn how to do it, and then they do it with all the cupboards. Meaning sometimes you'll just see a cat in a cupboard nomming some bread. It's like, oi, get your butt out of there, leave our bread alone. That's our bread. Which is really cheeky, but yeah. Luckily, only one of them does that. Pardon me, the others only go in the bin, but one of them does that, and she is annoying. Like, I rate the cats on a system that's like, how cute are they? How nice are they? Do they steal your food? Are they, like, just a pain? Do they attack you? Are they a pretty looking cat? Or do they look, like, mothy and awful? No offense to any cats. And all that stuff. That's sort of my rating system for cats. There's probably some more stuff that I've missed, but still. That's mostly it. Oh yes, and how cuddly they are. Because, you know, you gotta have some nice cuddles with cats. So my rating system for how nice the cats are goes... Tux, she's just the nicest in my opinion. She's adorable. Like, she's kind of like a little kitten. She's kind of a little kitten when she's a cat. I meant she's kind of like a puppy. Because she's playful, which is nice. She loves hugs. She's a pretty looking kitty. She's not like super fat, not super thin. She used to be like ridiculously thin. It used to be hard to get food down her, but now she's started to eat her food because we've changed her food. Like, we have to buy so many different types of cat food because the second eldest, which is Clara, she has to have a specific type of food that stops her from sort of being sick. Except we're pretty sure she's allergic to something in the other food that the other cats have. So she has to have her own special type of food. The youngest male, he has to have his own biscuits because he just refuses flat out to eat any other food. Like, oh my god, brain, please. Like, you could say, just leave him to eat it. Or, like, he'll eat eventually if he gets hungry. But we have to feed them all at the same time. And if we do that, one of the others will go and eat it. So he has to have his own special type of food. The others have to have, all, like, the same stuff. Because luckily, the rest are pretty good. But the eldest one, which is Charlie, I think it's just a specific type of that food. Sometimes, like, doesn't agree with him and he has to just bring it back up. So we have to buy a lot of different types of cat food, and cat food can be expensive, especially when you have to buy special stuff that doesn't contain some stuff to stop cats from being vomity all over your floors. So yeah, cat food's expensive. Cat food gets real expensive. I think the most expensive one is for Clara, because she has to, like I said, she has to have the one that specifically doesn't have this stuff in. And she has to be fed, like, completely separate from everyone else, so she eats it. Plus, otherwise she'll go and eat everyone else's food. Because she eats the food fine. She'll eat any old food. But it's what happens later which is the problem. Yeah, Tugs, back to what I was saying. Tugs is the cutest. She is nice. Like, she'll come to, if you call her name, which I find adorable since it's like a little puppy doggy. You can just pick her up almost any time unless there's food around. and just give her a belly scratch. She's very adorable like that. If she comes to you at night, that sounds dirty. If she comes to your room at night, she'll just cuddle up with you and eventually just settle down and go to sleep in a little ball at the end of the bed. Sometimes she'll like crawl slightly under the covers next to your face and just go to sleep as well. It's adorable. And her meow, it's the meow of someone that hasn't hit puberty. Like, sometimes her meow is so high pitched you can't even get it out. It's just like the most adorable thing. She'll just meow and it's like really high and like I can't even do it. I remember when I could like do high pitched noises with my throat, but then puberty happened. The horrific thing. But yeah, she'll like do it, but you know, okay, this is what happens if I try and make high pitched noise. You can just hear air escaping my mouth, pretty much. That's what happens to her. Like, cats, I doubt, would try and force out a specific noise to the point where it's just making air escape. But her meow is so high-pitched, sometimes you'll just hear air escaping her lungs, and it's just like, aww, your meow is too high-pitched. And I find that really cute. And she's one of the nicest cats. Like, she's not necessarily the best friends with any of the other cats. There's like Kai, who she'll tolerate, because she'll tolerate both males. The females are very, I assume, territorial, and you know, since none of the females have been done, because female cats, we have 3 of them, and to get them all done, that's very expensive, extremely expensive. But yeah, we don't necessarily have the monies for that. But yeah, they haven't had stuff done to make it so they can't baby make. So I'm pretty sure they're just extreme territorial and they always hiss at each other and stuff. Clara, whenever she's pregnant, which I'm pretty sure like all the females are pregnant right now, which is a bit of a bummer. Apart from like, you know, kittens are cute and stuff. I didn't look. God damn it. Yeah, we're pretty sure they're all pregnant because they all have massive baby bumps. Especially Clara. But when Clara isn't pregnant, she is sweet as anything. She will go up to Kai, which is her brother, and he'll sometimes go up to her, and they'll just play with each other. They'll just roll about on the floor, not in a dirty way where they're trying to baby make. He's been done because males are cheaper. And yeah, he's can't baby make. And he will, like, they'll just go up to each other, they'll just play. It's adorable. They'll just like roll around the floor, hugging each other and stuff. It's so cute. And they'll just like go up to each other and just clean each other. They used to do that all the time, especially Tux and him as well. Tux and him, Clara and him, they'd all groom each other. Apart from like Clara and Tux, since they're both females, they would tolerate each other, they'd go up to each other. Tux is kind of nice. She's not usually the first one to make a move in an angry way. Charlie is, Clara is, and Smudge is. Kai just likes to stay by himself, pretty much. But Clara and Charlie, he's a Bengal. He doesn't like socializing with cats, and we introduced all these many years after we got him. So he's like, excuse me, this is my house. Leave me alone. But I'm sorry, dude, but they don't have anywhere else to go, so you got roomies. I apologize. But yeah, he not the best friends. Okay. Oh, I saw the spikes, but I bounced off a thing on the ceiling and was like, oh, what's happening? Okay, that's fine. But yeah, what am I talking about? I don't know. Yeah. Kai, okay, I'll just talk about all the cats for a second. Kai will, he stays by himself a lot. He doesn't really socialize with the other cats. He's scared of everything, as we've gone over, which is kind of cute, but at the same time it's like, dude, really? It's a bird. You're meant to kill the bird and eat the bird, not run away from the bird like a bit of a pansy. But But oh well, we love him. He has such a sweet little face. His face is just so adorable. Like, his face looks completely different to all the others. That makes me sound like a bit of a cat racist. But, he must have, like, some of his granddad's genes or something. That's just a different cat. Because his face, it's not that he's just super fat. He is kind of chubby. But, like, his face looks completely different. But if you, like, smush his face slightly, he looks pretty much exactly like Tux, just a bit more stocky. He's just the sweetest little thing. Like, he's a bit of a pain in the backside. He's a little bit of a pain in the backside, because I remember when the shopping arrived. I don't know if I've said the story before, but I'm going to say it anyway. I remember when the shopping arrived a few weeks ago, probably like just over a month ago now. It was sitting in the hall, and that's sort of where he lives. He lives in the hall, away from the rest, because they kind of bully him a little. Since he, like I said, he's terrified of everything. So, okay, that's not how that was meant to go, and I need to hold the up button there. Oh, okay, got it. But yeah, he sort of lives in the hall. He doesn't open the door, he doesn't know how to open the door, and oftentimes he just stays there and is happy. That's where his food bowl is. It's kind of funny, like, if he's hungry and you go in there, he'll just walk to his food bowl, turn around, look at you, and just think, "Noms, please." That's why he's fat. He doesn't exercise very much. He just likes to live in there and eat and sleep. Didn't quite jump. Oops. I definitely didn't jump. Oops. 69th attempt. Let's do this. Yeah, he's sweet. But the time the shopping came, we had the stuff sitting in there, since that's where the front door connects to. We left the room for a little bit, came back to put the shopping away, and he was inside of a bag. And then he'd torn his way into a bag, and then he tore his way through a paper bag inside of said bag to get some cookies that are inside the paper bag. And I was like, "You little..." He ate. That was awful. He ate, I think, like half a cookie. And I was like, "Dude, that's chocolate. You're not allowed chocolate. You're a cat. That's not good for you." He's still with us, which is good. But also, he ate my cookie. And then, I think the week after that he realized he could do that if we ever left the room, he was at it again. If you are in the room, he will not do it. As soon as you leave the room, he is in that bag at the cookies. And he specifically targets the cookies. He doesn't go for anything else. If the cookies, if he can see the cookies, he will go for the cookies. He is a cheeky little fella. But yeah, we love him. He's cute. Like I said, his face is just pure innocence. And "Don't hurt me. I just want to be loved." It's just so cute. But he is a pain. He is such a pain. But that's the only time when he is a pain. Now let's talk about another cat. Charlie, we've gone over it. He's a Bengal. He's by himself all the time. He's not friends with any of them. He will tolerate them if they are near him. If they get too close and start to sniff him, he might lash out if they do it for too long. If they don't do it for very long, he'll be fine. If they do it for longer than he'd like, they get angry. I guess I can understand that, personal space. But come on, dude. They're not trying to hurt you here. But oh well. Sorry, I'm just trying to play a game and get a bit mind flooded. Yeah, he's nice. But don't quite know what happened there. I think I accidentally jumped on the top instead of hitting the bounce pad, and it went a little bit wrong. Yeah, he will occasionally come over and sit on your lap, usually after he's had a load of food at night. He's either outside trying to kill things to bring home to you, because he doesn't eat them. He will just bring them and put them on your lawn. And it's dude, really? It's awful. But yeah, he'll do that, or he'll be inside trying to sleep, occasionally it'll be on your lap, and it's like, "Aw, you're not such a pain after all, buddy. You can be cute. Thank you." But yeah, he's not really friends with the other cats, but he will tolerate them, as I said. Then there's Clara, who I've mentioned with, like, the pregnancy. She'll try to attack anyone that gets close. I've come off the tab again. Yeah, she'll try to attack anyone that's close. Like, just anyone. If she runs past a cat that's just sitting there in a hall, she'll hiss at them. I'm like, just go past them. You don't need to hiss at them. You're just doing a drive-by. Stop with the hissing. But if she's not on the baby making, she'll be sweet. She won't really hiss unless, like, they're playing and she's, like, stops enjoying playing and is like, okay, stop playing with me now, that's not good, that's bad. Then she'll probably hiss. Ooh, that's a death I haven't had before. I bonked my nugget. But yeah, she can do that. It's not nice to the other cats, but otherwise she's pretty good. She's, like, extremely fluffy. Like, she's just one of a kind, sort of, in the way that she's not a fluffy breed of cat. We have no idea what breed of cat she is, or what any of our cats really are, apart from Charlie, because he's got all the markings and behaviour traits of a Bengal. And yeah, we don't know what the other cats are. We just know they're adorable. But Clara, none of her siblings or parents were fluffy. She just happened to be, like, quite fluffy when she was born. She must have had, like, a 1% or, like, a something out of something % chance to have that after being born because of, like, parents and grandparents and whatnot. Oh, I hate it when that goes wrong. Oh, I switched sides. Oops. Yeah. She's cute. Like, her tail is, like, the fluffiest thing you will ever see. But it's amazing how it never gets matted. Like, she lives outside. She loves the outside world. I rarely see her inside anymore. Apart from, like, when she comes in at night to be fed. Like, she's just not outside. Or she's not inside. Which is like, aww. But when she comes in, like, her tail is never matted. Which is surprising, since we live in a village next to, like, a farm area, and there's loads of trees and stuff around. So it's surprising, like, how well groomed she keeps herself. It's, like, quite nice, because that means we don't have to, like, constantly, like, comb through it to make it so it's not really matted and gross. God damn it. Excuse me. But yeah, that's her. Tux is sort of gone over. She has a very sweet little face. She will, like, you can call her name and she'll, like, respond to you and look at you and stuff. Like, if you give her enough affection and cuddles, and then, like, go to a different room, she'll just follow you. Which is really annoying when I get changed in the mornings, because sometimes I'll go downstairs and be like, oh, hi! And then, like, give her loads of hugs and cuddles and kisses and stuff, because she's adorable. Don't judge me. I am only a man. But yeah, she'll do all that stuff, or, like, we'll do all that stuff, and then when I go to get changed, she'll just follow me. I'm like, no, you can't come with me. I'm sorry. You can't follow. Pardon me. But it is adorable. Like, if you put her on someone to give them hugs, sometimes she'll stay. Sometimes you'll have to, like, give her, like, chin scratches and stuff for her to stay. But what usually happens is you give her to someone for her to stay there. Like, this happens with my mum, because she doesn't really like the cats. She's always been more of a dog person, but we have cats, and she's like, But usually I'll just put her on there and be like, look how adorable she is. And then she'll be like, no, and then doesn't stroke her. And then I stroke her for her to be like, look, Tux, stay here. And you get cuddles and stuff. Then she realizes that I'm the one giving the cuddles, and when I walk away, she's like, no, come back, I love you. And then just follows, and it's like, oh, but you need to stay with the person to, like, convince them how adorable you are, though. This is what you need to do, Tux. And if you don't know why she's called Tux, it's because her coat is just black and white and looks like a tux. And her original name was Whisper, but I ended up calling her Tux because I end up just randomly calling her Tux because her fur looks like a tuxedo. It just looks like she's wearing a tuxedo. So then the name sort of stuck. Everyone started calling her Tux from that point. I was like, oh, fair enough then. She's a Tux. And yeah, she's so cute. She's so cute. She's quite nice with the other cats. If she gets startled by, like, Kai, she will probably hiss at him. But if she just sees him walking past, or she's just walking past him, she won't normally do anything wrong. She's nice. She'll go up to Charlie. Charlie is weird. He's the cat every single one of our cats will go up to without hissing at. But then, if he turns around and looks at them funny, or hisses at them, then the hissing will start between almost everyone apart from Kai. Because Kai, he doesn't hiss at anything. He doesn't know how to be intimidating. It's kind of cute, but also like, aw, dude, come on. You gotta be better than this. You're a cat. But yeah, like, she'll, like, Tux, back to Tux, she'll go to anyone. Well, not anyone. She'll just sort of sit there, won't really cause a fuss, apart from if it's Clara or Smudge. Smudge, we'll get to her later. We will get to her later. She is a pain. She is a freaking pain. She's the one that goes through the freaking cupboards. She's learned. She doesn't know how to open doors. Tux and Clara open the doors. But she will go through cupboards. Frequently. And it's just like, come on, why? Why you do this? But it's fine. It's fine. Ouch. So yeah, what was I talking about? Okay, let's get to Smudge. Smudge, like I said, she's annoying. She's a lot like Tux. They're very similar size, except she has sort of some like vague Bengal markings on her back. Like, she's black and white, except she has like some like greys and browns in there on her back as well, in sort of a symmetrical pattern. And she's a very pretty cat. That was awful death. But yeah, she's a very pretty cat. And she's very much like Tux, like I said. She'll cuddle you as well. But her cuddles, that's too much cuddles. Her cuddles are ridiculous.
I can learn to understand you much better if I can get familiar.
Excuse me. Shut up, Siri. Go away. Is this Siri? Who is this? Cortana, that's the one. Shut up, Cortana. My mouse went off the screen again, and I accidentally clicked on the microphone button. And then, when I was speaking, because I'm recording, so I'm speaking, she was like, I do not understand you. So shut up, Cortana. No one likes you. Go back to Halo. Go back to Halo. I've never played a Halo game. I just know there's a thing called Cortana. It has boobs, because men pay for that. Which I don't understand. But, oh well. But yeah, she'll cuddle you a bunch. But she goes over the top with her cuddles. Tux, she will just lay there in your arms. You can scratch her belly. She'll sort of gently nuzzle her head against you. It's adorable. 10 out of 10. She doesn't overdo it. She doesn't, like, if you stroke her belly too long, get annoyed. She'll sometimes, if you scratch her belly enough, start to, like, gently kick you with her feet, like she's playing. You know, you can do that with cats. You sort of, like, scratch their belly or something, and then they'll just, like, kick it about. Yeah, she'll do that sometimes. But Smudge, sometimes it's hilarious. Like, if she's in a mood where she wants a hug, she will come over to you, climb onto you, and stand on your lap, and, like, on her back legs, and sort of just start, like, put her top legs on your torso, and then just start to cuddle your face. And just rub her head on your face. And do all that jazz. I did it again. Okay, I need to focus. Focusing must be had. On this day! Oh, I hate the slopes with that thing. That thing with the slopes is really bad, because it doesn't really do all that much. It doesn't really bounce you. It just, like, is a gentle nudge upwards. But it levels you out, like, immediately. Which is annoying because I don't want it to level me out. I want it to just sort of act like it's a slope and like make me go upwards like a ramp, but it didn't. Oh well, back to Smudge. Yeah, if she's not in your face, like she molts a lot as well, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna have cat hair in my nose for a week, thank you very much. But it's cute at the same time. But then if you give her enough like cuddles and strokes and stuff, she'll like lay down on you. But when she lays down, she doesn't just curl up into a little ball like a normal cat. She will just lay however she wants, upside down sometimes. You could scratch her belly, and when you scratch her belly, she is in heaven when she is in a mood where she wants a hug. If you scratch her belly when she wants a hug, she's down. She is just down for count. You'll just see her front legs just, you know how cats sort of like pluck at your clothes sometimes? She'll just be doing that, even if it's just in the air. It's kind of funny. She'll just do that. Doesn't bother her. Focusing. That one I bonked, and it bonked me downwards. Oh, you. Anyway, yeah, she'll do that, and it's cute. It's like super cute, but it's like too much sometimes. Like you'll just be scratching her belly, and she'll just flop. She'll just look dead. She'll be upside down. You can like, she just melts pretty much. Her legs will just sprawl out. She'll be upside down. Her front legs will just be gently doing that thing. It's cute and hilarious, as cats should be, especially if you watch enough videos of them on the internet. Oh my god. Yeah, she's cute, but sometimes her other form of hug is she'll, like, I'm pretty sure the reason she does it is because she might have been taken away from mum too early, but her mum never fed any of her kittens. Like, I think, like, Clara is from her first litter, and the other three that I've mentioned that are related to her, from her second litter. And the second litter she didn't feed properly. Like, she fed it for a while with a little bit of encouragement, just like give her some strokes and like leave the kittens there to start suckling and stuff. But she wasn't great at doing it. She would just like get up a lot and hiss at them sometimes. So we had to hand rear them. But that sort of created a thing where Smudge now, while hugging you, will sometimes just start like nuzzling you with her nose and then like kind of trying to suckle and sort of like basically your torso or whatever she's doing it to, usually the torso, while she's like plucking, well, you'll be soaked. She will just make it extremely wet in that area with her face. Like, it's a bit too affectionate for me. It's like she's giving you kisses, but it's like, okay, too much. It's not like, oh, she gave you a gentle lick. No, you will have a wet patch on your shirt. It will be visible. It's not something small. It's something rather obvious. But, oh well. She's still cute, but she's still a pain in the butthole. Okay, final attempt, by the way, because I think this is attempt 100. Go! Go! Oh, I didn't think that was the thing to jump off of, but 83%, that proves how much easier this is than this freaking thing. Oh, that felt good. Final attempt, progression. That hasn't happened for a while. Either way, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you're still enjoying this series. I know I am. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya!